What is the matrix chord? Let's talk about it.
Keith Horn's Chord of the Week.
In 1999, the Wachowskis released The Matrix, which revolutionized filmmaking and opened the floodgates for a new era of complex storytelling in the 21st century. And the score by Don Davis was an instant classic. It's a story of being torn between two competing realities and being given a glimpse behind the curtain to see the true nature of reality. Right away, the score gives us a taste of these two realities with this chord. It's an E minor in the horns against a C major in the trumpets. And as one fades in, the other one fades out, giving an almost like gravitational effect toward each part of the brass section. It feels like they're competing for your attention. As this chord is just a simple C major 7 in first inversion, but Don Davis's orchestration makes it feel like a polychord, because that's how it's treated, as two distinct entities, possibly representing the two realities in the story. And I could be reading way too much into this, but that's what I think of when I hear the matrix chord.
Am I overthinking this?
You're not underthinking it.
And the thing about the matrix chord is that it's not about the actual notes of the chord, but rather an interplay between dynamics and orchestration. Here's Don Davis talking about it in an interview.
And that's the scene where Trinity was running across the rooftops and the agents were pursuing her.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point she jumped across the street from one rooftop to another. And there was a shot above her looking down on the street. So what I came up with was that thing with the brass where it gets louder and softer, you know, that thing. You know, which is kind of a new music meme, if you will, going back to the 50s, you know, or just in which dynamics are reduced to a parameter in themselves. And that kind of was something that I could go back to in those kind of moments where, you know, Neo is doing something magical.
In the interview, Davis refers to this chord when Trinity jumps across the buildings. It's the same technique as the opening, but this time it's F major in the horns and E major in the trumpets. But again, it's more than the juxtaposition of two chords or the use of two different colors in the brass section. As Davis puts it, dynamics are reduced to a parameter in themselves. The use of hairpin dynamics and the rising and falling and emerging and fading manner, that's what gives the matrix chord its signature sound. Here's another example where Neo is dodging the bullets. This time it's A flat major in the trumpets and D major in the horns. And from the cue Hotel Ambush, it's F sharp major over E minor. And toward the end of the film, when Neo finally realizes that he is the chosen one, the brass alternates between B flat major and G flat major as it cuts between these two realities. So let's take a couple of these matrix chords through some exercises. The first exercise is to take the opening chord, C major over E minor, in alternating hands through the authentic cycle like this. And the second exercise is to do the same thing with the Trinity jump chords, which was E over F. Alternating, and we'll take it through the plagal cycle this time, and we'll start in F.
Chosen one.
So that's the matrix chord. Don Davis is one of the few composers working today that has a decades-long successful track record as an orchestrator, conductor, film composer, and concert composer. With such a rich and deep skill set, it's no surprise that he turned out such a brilliant score like The Matrix. So thanks for watching, and happy practicing.
Yeah. Who this? This beat. Yo, who this? Yo, who this? Who this?